Hello my friends, my name is Tom with Weapons Education, your American Patriot friend, and I ask all of you to subscribe, and you'll view this also on X. Let me ask you this question. Lake City ammunition. Have you heard of it? A lot of you have, but I'm guessing a lot of you have not heard of Lake City ammunition. Sounds kind of bland. Well, what is Lake City ammunition? And what happens if it closes? That's what this video is all about. And I wish I can bring you like really bright, good news. I'm just giving you the facts. Now, the facts are in the previous 3 months of this recording of this video, some horrific things are happening to the Second Amendment in the United States. These are just facts, not my opinion. And there is one party that is attempting to shut down Lake City. I'm going to tell you what Lake City is. And then there's one party that's attempting to keep it open. So what is Lake City? Let's talk about that. First of all, it's ammunition, okay? They are the largest ammunition manufacturer in the United States, bar none, times 90% of all the ammo coming out of the United States or sold within the United States comes from Lake City, Missouri, right there in the heartland. And it's a good thing. It's a wonderful place, which started back in 1941. The size of Lake City ammunition, which makes ammunition such as Hornady, you've heard of Hornady, Winchester, you've heard of Winchester, and many, many others, all of them. And we'll get into it. So, with that said, how big is Lake City? Well, they make 2 billion rounds a year, and it's over 4,000 acres. Think of 4,000 acres for a moment. It's miles and miles and miles. And when you look it up online, it's kind of... I'm giving you the facts. I'll leave it that way. Okay? I'm giving you the facts. It is putting out 80 to 90% of all the civilian ammunition and 100% of all the American military ammunition for the United States of America. So, American Patriots, what happens if Lake City ammunition closes? It's way bigger than anything we can even fathom. It's the worst case scenario. So what happened is, with 50% of the ammo being made in Lake City, Missouri, which is a city in Missouri with over 4,000 acres, and they make over 2 billion rounds a year, and they make all the ammunition for federal, even federal, for Hornady, for Winchester. Who runs Lake City? Winchester got the award from the U.S. government, owns it. The U.S. government, it's a wonderful place. I want to reiterate that. It's a wonderful facility since 1941. I want to reiterate that. A wonderful facility. We need it to stay in business. Not in business. We need the government to keep funding it. It's owned by the U.S. government, which pays all this money, I'll just call it $1 zillion a year, towards making ammunition for all the civilians and also the military. 100% of all the military ammunition comes from Lake City, Missouri. That city, 2 billion rounds a year, blah, blah, blah. It's a massive facility. Now, you're going to look it up and you can't watch, everything you see online. But the bottom line is this. A few months ago, see, if Lake City shuts down, that manufacturing plant, okay, I'm not trying to scare people to go out and panic buy. That's the last thing I'm doing. I'm just telling you facts. If it does shut, it's over. There's no more. It's like no more gasoline. Every gasoline station's shut down. No more cars. It's over. It's over. You can't drive no more. You can't shoot a gun no more. It's over. So, with federal, federal's called federal for a reason. Hornady and Winchester. Winchester runs it. It's massive. It's awesome. But what's happening is that one party that I mentioned earlier in the video is saying, we're going to shut it down. We're going to shut it down. So 28 attorney generals, this is a few months ago prior to the recording of this video, came out and said, we're going against this. All the 28, they call them red states. They call them, I think they call them GOP. Yeah, the GOP states. Those states are saying, our attorney generals are suing, and we're going to all pull together, and we're not going to allow Lake City to be shut down, because that'll stop the Second Amendment in its track. That'll stop people from defending themselves. That'll stop our military from defending our homeland, because they make all the military ammunition. This is all sticker stuff. All these names, in my opinion, this is all just different stuff on boxes. Okay, ammunition's ammunition. And they put different names on it, and different companies own different stuff and all that, but I get it. But in reality, it gets manufactured, most of it, not all of it, of course, but most of it gets manufactured in Lake City, Missouri. And that's all it's known as. It's kind of a low-profile name. 2 billion rounds a year, 4 zillion thousand acres. It's massive. So we got 28 attorney generals right now at the timing of this video that's saying, these are called GOP attorney generals. We're not going to allow it to happen. And, there's only 50 attorney generals. So what's going to happen? It's close. It's always kind of tied. It's kind of weird, isn't it? All right, with that said, right now it's open. So I'm not saying it's closed. But if it does close and if things don't go good in the near future, you know what I'm getting at. All right, well then, this is also on X, by the way. Check out my channel on X, Weapons Education, Weapons Ed, whatever you want to call it. And it's all good, my friends. I'm just giving you the news. You can look into it, take a lot of stuff with a grain of salt, and but learn that Lake City is the real deal. That makes 80-90% of all the ammunition in the United States. Then you have all the private companies, which are awesome, like Double Tap and all those companies that make all this great stuff, and Buffalo Bore and things like that we love. So they're not affected by Lake City, but the big names that put out the massive amounts of ammo for us, we need Lake City. Well, otherwise it's over. So with that said, my name is Tom. Please subscribe, throw in your comments, and we're all American patriots, and I care about all of you. I'm going to try to be here more often, and I really thank everyone. I'm glad to see everybody. I talk to you in the comments, and thumbs up, man. We're all good. Let's breathe oxygen. Let's be on Earth and breathe oxygen and be happy and live our lives. All right, my friends. Bye-bye.